Hey guys, Mouse here. So we just got a new mission for the content creator program so that we can get our codes, which is going to contain powder of blessing as well as shrewd fragment. So this is going to be one attempt each, and there's going to be a chance to get the heroic quality, of course. So let's just make a quick video about instance dungeon or encore dungeon. Most of these actually are something that's not new, and I think most of the things here have been covered already by other creators, and really in general we been playing all of these for months now, and there are just very minimal differences. So for this video, let's just focus on the proof of the strong, and maybe let's just focus on this one, because I think this is one of the most annoying bosses here. I personally haven't played this that much, and the reason is that aside from the rewards that are not really that enticing, I feel like this doesn't offer something new to us when it comes to the gaming experience. Most of these are just going to be about stats padding. There are some things here that we need to solve specifically, and I think one of the major things here is most especially is the level 5, which is going to increase the dash cooldown time. Since most of us are going to be using the plum sword, that will make things a bit more difficult. But in order to solve that, it's actually very easy. You just have to use this, not the total solution, but this will help a lot in that regard, because this will give you a chance to, of course, reset your dash cooldown. Or if you can use Woojin Chul with high total power, that is fine as well. The next major challenge here is really just a total power. Like, that's it. Most of these are just DPS check. You increase the monster level, and then the recommended total power increases as well. So that kind of gives us more penalty. Just remember, guys, that even if you're in the white, if you're below the recommended total power, there's still gonna be some sort of penalty. So if you're lacking damage, the most important thing here is really just to get more total power. A lot of these are gonna be difficult to clear if your total power is low. Of course, it's still possible to clear this in the red or below the total recommended total power, but that would require you to have the advancements as well as the higher quality, especially legendary version of blessing stones or skill runes. Like, for example, if you have magnifying slash legendary, if you have the dagger toss light legendary, then it's gonna be easier for the most part. But for those who don't have that, then the approach will be, aside from just improving the strength of your characters, is to really get your total power as high as you can. So with that, the first approach really would be just to wear all the artifacts that are gonna boost your total power, and of course you can use the weapons as well that will give the highest amount of total power. Doesn't have to have the stats for your support hunters, doesn't have to make sense. So it's only gonna be Jinwoo's artifact stats that are gonna matter here for the most part. And of course, you can also use your blessing stones that are legendary. Like this one, kind of depends on what you have right now. Just real quick about the blessing stones, of course, we're going to use the swiftness, and I would recommend adding the sharp perception as well for that passive crit rates, because again, we're going to get penalized. Our artifact crit rates are going to have lower crit. If we're not able to crit, then that's going to be really bad. Of course, we also have the armory. Oh my goodness, I really hate this armory system and combat power system here in the game. And of course, you also have your shadows. This is another source of total power. So basically, anything that will increase your CP will help. Probably you want to be at least at 90% or 95% if you lack the advancements as well as the crucial legendary or heroic version of your skills. And your hunter's skill levels can be improved as well. Like, you can level it up. I don't recommend doing this though, especially if you're not confident yet that you can clear at least the level 11 to get that extra currency for additional items that you can redeem. But even this might not be worth it. I think for those with progressions like mine, I think it might be better to just wait for the next patch, because we're gonna get a new gear or artifact, which is gonna be the orbs. I think that that's gonna give a significant increase in total power. So we're gonna be able to clear these as well, and they might also open the new armory slots. I'm not sure. For now, we're trying to get to 10, but I haven't cleared this yet. I'm staying at 9. Just share with you guys some tips when it comes to clearing this steel-fanged Lycan. So I'm gonna show you the replay. For my Jinwoo build, I'm just using this, of course. In my case, I prefer to use the Grim over any other weapons that I have here, the Moon Shadow as well as the bow. And the reason is I think the A1 is still valuable there, since there are gonna be two elements that we're gonna need for the blue and as well as for the red wolf. But if you have like a skill like legendary magnifying slash, then Moon Shadow might be a better option there, or if you're planning to use skills that are not the elemental weakness. But in my case, I use this to balance the elements. This is gonna deal good damage against the red one, and these two are gonna deal good damage against the blue one. For the second skill, I actually have a legendary version of the Sonic Stream, but other options are gonna be the vertical arts fire, of course, plus the dagger toss is gonna be okay as well. Or if you want, you can use the vital strike hone in. You can also use the mutilate cold storm. So yeah, I'm just gonna show you the replay. I'm just gonna put some text on that to give you some notes.